Nothing but slow jams coming through the speakers right now. Pandora got you heated right now.
Everybody, welcome to the Loving R&B show. I am your host, Slowjams4life. Today I have a special guest who goes by the name of, can I call you Joey or Jollana?
Yes, you can call me Joey, absolutely.
Okay. She goes by the name of Joey. And it's crazy because this is our first time actually meeting.
This is our first time.
Virtual person, e-meet, I guess.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah. I'll just tell a quick story of how I came across Joey. Actually, I really don't know. Did you find me?
No, tell me too. I'm intrigued to know too.
I thought I knew the story of how we met, but I guess I don't know. But anywho, we were following each other. This is what I do when I go through people's pages. I look at their page, I see if they're a singer, see what they're into. And then I started noticing these videos she would post with her singing, doing karaoke and stuff like that. I was like, she's pretty interesting. And then
in the bathroom.
Yeah. And then I posted a video of her on the page doing karaoke in a car with Cash Doll.
Yep.
And
no. My first video on your page in the car was with my friend Pajion,
that's right. Yep. You do have one with Cash Doll.
I do.
Okay. But anywho, yeah, so that's how she got on my radar. And she's very opinionated in the comments. So I thought it would be dope to have her on this show because this show is all about giving you guys the spotlight and just tapping in to see what kind of music y'all into, the artists y'all into. To start off, for those of you who may not know, can you tell us where you're from? Quick little background.
Okay, so I'm originally from Detroit, obviously. If you can't tell, I'm a Detroit player. Originally, I've been living here 5 years now. So I model. I'm into the songwriting now. So I'm like, my opinions are going up now.
California.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, songwriter. Can you tell us the song you wrote?
Don't start. I'm a Virgo, so you know we get shy. Okay. So I contributed to Summer Walker and Ari Lennox's Unloyal, thanks to Aunt Clemens. And yes, and that has just been that was my kickoff. And now I'm going more and more. I've been getting syncs on television shows. I just got one on All the Queen's Men, thanks to Priority Music. So I'm just, I'm making my way downtown, walking fast.
Yeah, what I've noticed, like I said, this is my first time meeting her, but she's very humble just from following her. She doesn't really talk about what she's doing much. I really don't know what she does, but I know I know she's well connected.
I'm Tommy from Martin.
Yeah, she's well connected, so that's dope. So thank you for doing this.
Of course.
But, do you mind telling us your age for the people that want to know?
Sure, no, I'm 38.
Okay, 38.
Right,
this is just for the
big millennial.
Yeah, this is for the analytics, so people can be like, "Oh, she don't know this song or whatever." So, all right, so I'm gonna get into the questions, and you just, let me know what's on your mind.
Okay.
There's no wrong answer. This is okay. So the first question I would like to know is, when did you first fall in love with R&B?
I want to say I was sixth grade. Because I was more because of where I was raised. Granted, I was born in Detroit, but I was not raised there. So the demographic of where I was raised was predominantly white. So I liked Celine Dion and Shania Twain. That's what I liked first. And then once my mom kind of moved this where there was a little bit more urban culture, I fell in love with Immature. So then it trickled from there. I was like, oh, okay, I like them. Oh, okay, I like Prime McKnight. Okay, I like this R&B sound thing.
Yo, do you remember the first R&B album that you bought or somebody bought for you?
Immature.
Immature?
It was Immature. We got it.
We got it. That I don't remember the album too well, but it had is that the one with You Can't Stop the Rain?
It has Can't Stop the Rain. It has Please Don't Go. It has
Was Constantly on there or no?
Huh?
Constantly on there or no?
No, Constantly is on the first one. I want to say the first one where there's still he has the curly Marcus Houston has the curly stuff going on that's sticking out his head, but that's the original one.
Okay, yeah, I like Immature. I remember making a post about that, and you was on my head because I didn't include some song. You was like, how did you not include such and such? You good for coming coming from my
Because when
head.
you leave stuff off that's so important, I gotta be like, oh,
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, it's tough to get 10 songs. So I'm like, man, which one can I leave off? And I know somebody's gonna come for me each time. So
of course, because you can't please everybody.
yeah,
You probably add something that I want, and then somebody else be like, "Oh my God, how did you not add?" You know, so
yeah,
you can't help it.
you got a taste of that when I let you be a guest curator.
Yeah, I did.
You did, and they were like, "How'd you not do this?" And you were like,
They did.
You were like, "I'm trying to do the underrated."
Yeah,
song.
they wanted all their kids, and I was like, and when it happened, I said, "Oh, this must be how he feels."
For sure. Yeah. Give me 3 of your top favorite non-skip R&B albums.
That's such a hard question. Okay, 3. I'm only giving 3. These are just 3 that I'm gonna give you because I have like 20. Yeah. Okay, so Jagged Edge, J.E. Heartbreak, Cisco's The Dragon, there's no skips there. And Brandy, Never Say Never.
That Brandy, Never Say Never. I did an episode yesterday. That came up too. Brandy, that album came up as well. But Cisco I feel like that's an underrated album. Absolutely. I feel like it's underrated because most people know Thong Song. They know Incomplete, but they don't really talk about the album cut.
I mean, Addicted is crazy. How Can I Love You Tonight? Like, I got to get, like, it's just hits on this album. But I guess maybe because the Thong Song was so monumental and then it crossed over, like it hit, that album didn't even have time to like resonate with us because the Thong Song came out and it was like boom, and then it was on MTV and it was on TRL, it was everywhere. So it was kind of like it transitioned over so fast. I guess it didn't really get to stay with us.
I was sleeping on the album too. Like I just listened to it, I would say probably this year.
What?
Yeah, it might have been you in the comments just saying like, "Oh, this album is so good," and people just praise it. And I'm like, let me see what else is on here. And he
did a phenomenal job. Yeah. He did a phenomenal job with that project. Just the momentum of it. It starts mad high, like it starts fast, and then it just kind of transitions into like, oh, okay, we're gonna vibe a little bit. Oh, it's gonna get sensual in here. Okay, I see what you did. He gave us everything.
Yeah, definitely a great album. I will sleep on it, so I'm woke now, but
it's okay. Better late than never. It's all right.
Yeah. It's gonna be people looking at this video like, man, I need to check out that album. So
it's so good.
Heavy endorsement.
Shout out to Cisco. It's so good.
Yeah. Next question I have for you: name an artist whose songs you can relate to the most. Like when you listen to them, you like, oh, yeah, she gets me or he gets me. What's that artist for you?
There's two. So it depends on where I'm at in life, right? But for the vast majority of it doesn't really matter. They drop a song and I'm like, let me go see because I know she's talking for me. Like, you know, Kiana Lede the penmanship that comes with her. And then I don't know if this counts as R&B, but I don't want to say because I don't think it counts as R&B, so we're gonna pass that part. But Brandy too, Brandy and Kiana Lede. The other person, I don't know if they count as R&B. Some might say yes. That I feel like that's debatable.
Just say it. We do what we want over here. Just say it.
Ariana Grande.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's very liney because sometimes they're like, well, she's pop, but she has her projects. If you go back and listen to her projects, a lot of her production in the beginning was very R&B. Like even her first one, shout out to Harmony, but she has a very R&B sound, and there's some pop that sprinkles in there because of what she looks like. But I feel like she's R&B, but some might say she's not.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. Ariana Grande definitely has some great ones, but Kiana Lede, it's crazy that you mentioned her because she's underrated. I feel she's underrated, and she be coming out with some joints.
She really, really does.
Like her last album was really good, and people don't really talk about it.
It was so good. You're talking about the one during the pandemic, right?
Yeah, I can't
That
remember.
got me through the pandemic. Even this, she has the song on there with Moneybagg Yo. I don't know why the title won't come to me right now, but it doesn't even, it transcends. So I'm like, how did you do this with Moneybagg Yo on it? I don't even what? She's so good. I that's my girl.
Yeah,
That is my
she's
girl.
dope. I could see you writing for her.
Well,
Unless
let's
you
put
already,
that in the universe,
yeah,
please.
for
Put
sure.
that on out there.
Shout out to Kiana Lede. And name a song that when you hear it, it instantly makes you feel sexy. Like that just put you in that mood. Like when it comes on, you're like, oh yes.
Probably probably Freaking Me by Jamie Foxx and Marsha Ambrosia.
That's a good one. I feel like everybody has a sex playlist. You know, they call it different things.
After
Mine is
Hours.
yeah, mine is After Hours. Do you have one?
Maybe.
Okay, if you had one, what are 3 songs that will be on that playlist? That's a must.
That's like a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Sweet Love by 112. I don't want to get yelled at because there's a song on there with someone on there who's technically canceled, but there's other people featured on this song, so I don't want any smoke, y'all. But it's a song called Pregnant by R. Kelly and Tyrese and Robin Thicke, and it's insanity.
The Dream was on there too, wasn't it?
The Dream is on there too.
Yeah, that was
That's a
yeah.
I'm sorry that he's on there, y'all, but
I feel like it didn't get the praise that it should have, but
it didn't.
yeah, for sure.
That's one that kind of slipped through the cracks. And you said 3. Sex Games by Case.
I just posted that today. It's crazy.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I missed it. See?
Yeah.
I missed it. I would have seen that. I'm like, that's my jam.
What's an R&B song or artist that someone put you on to that you're thankful for? Whether it be like a friend or a family member.
So there's an artist. He's brand new. This sounds so biased, and I'm not being biased.
Let me see if I know, because I be knowing some artists.
Let's see if you know. Let's see.
What's his name? No, you tell me his name and I can tell you if I know.
Okay. His name is Laycon. And he has a song out that just came out. He just released It's Familiar. Bongo, super producer, produced for like her. Like he's a great Bongo, by the way, is his tag. But he is like working with him, so he introduced me to him, and it's just chef's kiss. Like I can't even wait until his entire project comes out.
I'm just thinking off the top. Is his name spelled Leikan or something like that, or no?
Lekan. Yep.
I think I might have heard of him. Well, what's the song you have out now?
Familiar. I'm like running it into the ground.
For sure. I'm gonna look him up. So somebody put you on, or you said Bongo put you on.
Yep, he put me on to him, and I am so grateful. I'm so grateful. I like music that makes me feel, you know what I mean? Like things, like it's very like, you know, sometimes you want something injected into your veins, like just put it in there.
Yeah, it's a challenge. I love finding like new artists. Like that's like my thing. Like I know I post like throwback on the page and stuff, but my favorite thing is putting people on to new music.
I love new artists.
Yeah, I have to kind of sprinkle it in because it's not everybody's open to that. Everybody's stuck in the 90s and stuff. So
that's true. That's why you have to, and I don't know about you, but a lot of the times I have Tidal, and I curate all my own playlists, but Tidal will start adding new artists. Like if your playlist ends, it'll just jump to stuff that you would potentially probably listen to, or it'll make you a mix based off the sounds or like the songs that you like, and then they'll sprinkle new artists in there. So that's how I stumble across new artists so much, because it'll just make a mix and they'll be like, oh, let's just throw that in there. I'll be like, who is this? And then boop, save it.
I do that as well, but I have to like Spotify. But one of my favorite ways to find new artists is I'll just go on a search and I'll just type in random letters and just see what pops up. Like I'll type in JOL, and then a gang of artists will come up, and then I'll look at the picture and I'm like, okay, let me check them out. I found
I
a few
never
artists.
even thought about that.
Yeah,
That's actually kind of, I never thought about that at all.
yeah, it's pretty interesting. But, do you frequent concerts?
I'm a concert freak.
Okay, what's the last concert you've been to, and how
New
was it?
Edition. It was New Edition. The Legacy tour, and had Keith Sweat. Oh my God, who was there? It was Keith Sweat and
All in
New Edition, obviously. And why am I having Guy, Teddy Riley. And I want to say I'm having a brain fart.
It was pretty lit.
It was, New Edition is just, like, what? It was so good. Keith Sweat was really good too. Guy was really good. They were really good. For them to have been in this industry for so long, they just still bring it. New Edition absolutely they just don't miss. They don't miss a step. The vocals are there. The mics are on. It's all there.
I think it's underrated, like, because these are older artists, and I think we take for granted that they still doing it at their age.
Yes.
And you see some of these young people, they're not giving it up like
that. No,
so,
not at all. And I mean, and they're like dancing full blown out hour and a half. I mean, we know Bell Biv DeVoe's them. They're just giving it. You might get one or two ballads, but if you think about New Edition sound, how many ballads do they really, really have? It's more like up tempo and they're giving you movements. You're gonna get all of it.
Yeah, dope. Yeah, I seen like a few clips online, so it's pretty. You went out here, or it was in?
Oh, yep, I went here. I went here in LA. Great show. If you haven't had a chance, you should go. It's really good. Their only competition is the Jackson 5. There's nobody that can do anything with New Edition.
I feel. This next question I want to ask, and I thought of this because back in the day we had MySpace.
Okay.
Were you on MySpace by chance?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I think for me the best part was like putting the music on the page. Did you ever do that?
Absolutely. I had a whole once people started teaching me how to make my layout. You can pick a song. When you came to my page, it initially would play a song, and then you could just pick down like, oh, shares this and shares this and shares this. Yeah, no. My page was
that. I had that too. Yeah. So if Instagram came out with a feature today where you can add a song to your profile,
okay,
what song will be playing on your page right now?
Right now, it probably had to be something that represents me right now. So I'd probably put "Outside" by Bryson Tiller. I don't need to know that you're outside. He snapped with that. He sampled the Yin Yang's Whisper song.
Okay, I was wondering if that was the one because I like Bryson, but his new music I'm not really too tapped into. But that Trap Soul album,
that was amazing. That was another one that would have put as far as it Don't Skip. But I kind of wanted to go since I wasn't gonna stop there, so I was like, let's go back just a little bit. But yes, that Trap Soul was amazing. But Outside is the song represents me right now. So
because you outside.
I am outside.
Hey, same. I'm like I said, this is new to me. Like I'm hella introverted, and so just doing this, it took a lot to get here. And I procrastinate a lot. You probably don't know this, but I procrastinate a lot. I thought of this idea last week.
Okay.
But knowing me, if I didn't put it out there and start hitting people up, I probably wasn't gonna do it. So that's why I was like, let me throw this out there. And y'all responded like, yeah, I'm with it. I'm like,
absolutely.
Back now, so
because you do such a great job. There's so many pages out there, and you all like you unlock like a memory, a song that somebody might have forgotten about, or you'll make like a playlist. And some of the stuff is just kind of like, wow, I forgot all about this, or this sounds like a midlife love playlist, or his brain is there. So once you said you wanted to do like this, I was like, well, he absolutely should, because this is imperative.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, and this was my way of kind of giving back to y'all. I love when y'all comment and y'all share y'all thoughts and opinions. It really makes my day. I mean, I don't respond all the time, but I definitely see most of it. And so this is my way.
We've been in the comments arguing like, girl,
yeah, this is my way of
it. I love it. It's like a club.
Name an R&B song that's over 6 minutes long. That's really good.
Pyramids by Frank Ocean.
Okay. So do you like the because it's like two parts.
Mm-hmm.
You like the fast part or the slower part?
I like both, but I think when he switches to the slow part, I think that it's because it's like it's very like different. That's yeah. I think it's the because I do like the fact I like in the way he switches to the slow part. Yeah, Frank is different. Yeah. The slow part is probably my favorite.
Okay. Fun weird fact about that song. A girl put me onto that song. At the time, I was DJing at a strip club, and she was like, "Can you play that song by Frank Ocean Pyramid?" So I downloaded it. Never heard it before. I didn't know that the song was that long, and I didn't know it had a little switch up. So I'm playing it from the beginning. She's like, "Oh, not that song," and I'm like, "What? This is a pyramid."
I'm crying.
Yeah, like she was literally on stage, like. And I'm like, oh, so then I'm looking at the thing and I see the little in between switch. And then I fast forward and she was like, so. But yeah, definitely the slower part is my favorite.
I mean, that's not bad if you're playing at the end of the night. Like, if it's like time to get out of there and it's like, all right, let's play it. And then it switches. That's not awful, but that is hilarious. And the key thing that you just said that I should have put in my brain, used to DJ. This makes sense. Now it's all coming together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, I live the life. I'll just say. All
right.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll get into that later.
Okay.
But, I'm trying not to make this about me.
I mean, this could be about us. We can. I'm cool with that. Share with us, please, because people want to know about you too. We never get to see you.
Yeah, true. All right, so I have a few hypotheticals.
Okay.
And maybe this happened to you before, but I don't know. So if you had to DM a song to your IG crush to get their attention, what song, hypothetically, I know girls probably don't DM first, right? But hypothetically, if you had
a song to a crush,
your way.
I mean, it depends on which, you know what I'm saying, which crush it is. I don't know. It depends.
The one you feeling the most. You trying to get his attention.
Oh man.
No words, just I'm sending you this song.
But is Bryson Tiller already on my page? Because if that's the case, then I don't really have to. He should.
What do you mean?
You said if Instagram had the feature of me having a song on my page. So
No. So this is no.
You said I just tried to.
No, wait. Oh, so you saying like he should take the hint that you have?
Yeah. No, okay. I definitely tried to switch that. I absolutely just.
Oh, so you don't have to answer if you don't want to answer.
No, if I had to DM a song to a crush, I would.
That's it. So wait, was you saying Bryson Tiller was the crush or?
No.
Okay. So maybe
no. I was gonna use his. No. He's not. No. A song to a crush, like. Okay, so do you know this song by? Oh, because that's cocky. Whatever, I'm cocky a little bit. I'm not. I'm faking. It's a song by Chingy and A. Marie. Have you ever heard?
Is it "Fly Like Me"?
Fly Like Me.
Mm-hmm. So you'll send him that.
That or Why Don't We Fall in Love?
You never had a girl.
It's either that or Why Don't We Fall in Love. One of the two, but probably Why Don't We Fall in Love. Fly Like Me is a little. He'll be like, "Girl, what you mean?"
All right, I like those.
Okay.
I got another hypothetical for you.
Okay.
It's your wedding day, and you get to pick the songs that you're walking down the aisle to, and the song that your groom is going to walk down the aisle to. What are those two songs?
Oh my God. Do you know somebody that's trying to? Because now I'm starting to think somebody sent you.
Hey, I mean, like, I'm doing the Lord's work.
Okay.
So God is
okay. All right. Okay. Well, I'm walking down the aisle to Smash Into You by Beyonce.
Okay. And the groom, what is he walking down to?
He is walking down the aisle to Loving My Life by Brian McKnight.
Okay, that's a good one. Good one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so guys, hint, hint.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
name a modern artist who's underrated that you feel like should get way more recognition.
Who's modern? I feel like people are just not giving any attention to. I love Kate Stewart. That is my girl. I love that I have like a few because, so Kate Stewart definitely won. Travis Garland is going to always be one for me. Always, always, always. And then Go Morrow. And that's not just because that's my friend. I just feel like she's bomb. And I see Don't Stop doing its thing, so she might not be under wraps for too long. But Travis has been out for a while and he's still kind of under the radar. Mm-hmm. And then Kate Stewart is kind of like, you know, she's definitely under there a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. Those are good ones. Travis, I haven't really checked out too much, but Kate Stewart, I'm familiar. Go Morrow. I did check out her EP. She got a few songs I like. So dope.
Okay, good.
Okay, we're gonna get a little spicy. Like on my page,
Caliente.
Yeah, on my page, like people often think I'm like trying to do things for clickbait, and I really just keep it real. I try not to trash people. Like if I don't like a song, I just say I don't like it. And sometimes I use the word worst, but it's just like a trigger word.
Okay.
So it's kind of like least favorite.
Okay.
The worst because it just gets the people going. So for this, I have a few questions. I just want your opinion.
Okay.
The first one would be, give me an unpopular R&B opinion that you have.
I know. Okay. So, and I have this conversation all the time. I feel like it might not be as bad as I'm setting it up. I feel like people just sweep over Usher's 8701 like it's not as big as Confessions. Now I get why people don't even pay 8701 any mind because of the I guess the staple that Confessions is. But I absolutely feel like that is up there. Like, I feel like that is very high. And people always look at me like I'm crazy when I say this. And I just don't understand.
Nah, it's crazy. I never thought about this until social media brought it up. I think probably on my page, like people were like, oh, 8701 is the one. And when I really went back and looked at it, like, yeah, it's definitely up there.
It's for sure up there, but they're always like, no. I'm like, okay. I don't understand how You Got It Bad was so big. As you Got It Bad, You Don't Have to Call, You Remind Me. That's just three that are like catastrophic. Like, yeah, and that's just three. Yeah. We're not even talking about B-sides with like Twerk It Out and Help Me. Like we're not even in the B-side market. We're strictly just in the
intro. The intro was good too.
Yeah, that album was really, really good. But I mean, you know.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that one. I wouldn't, like, if you told me that, I wouldn't be like, but
you would be shocked how many people are like, what?
Yeah,
Joey, you know, I'm like, all right, well, I'm not gonna argue with you, because if he came out right now and did 8701, you guys be like, oh, I forgot I like these songs. Yeah. You know, we're in the time now where people they forget.
The last of the spicy questions, I would say. All right,
I'm scared.
No, don't be. It's like, all right, name a song that most people love that you wasn't really feeling like that.
That most people love that I wasn't really feeling. I have to give you an artist.
Okay.
That I think is a talented artist. So let's say this. I think this person is very talented. I just don't know why they don't resonate with me. And I've heard songs, I'm like, okay, this is decent. But it just doesn't stick. And I just do not know why. But I don't know if you're considered them R&B either.
I think I know where you're going.
If you know who I'm talking about, if you can tell me who I'm talking about, I'm going to send you some cookies that I bake.
Did they just come out with an album this year?
They might have actually. Did they?
It might.
Or did they just release a single?
I'm thinking Chloe Bailey.
Oh, I totally forgot about her. Not like that, but like I didn't even, because I think she has good songs. I do think that Chloe has really good songs. I haven't, maybe because I'm older, right? I feel like if I was maybe like early 20s or whatever, I would probably land in her more. I'd probably be crazy about her, actually. I think because I'm older, I'm not really landing in her, you know what I'm saying? Not, but she's very talented. But no. I was going to say The Weeknd.
The Weeknd.
He doesn't, I don't know why. He just doesn't, I don't know.
Even like his earlier stuff, he wasn't.
No, I just I don't know why. And it's not like he's not good, or I'm like, oh my God, turn that off. It's not that. I'll hear it, and after a while, I'm kind of like, and maybe because it sends me into a trance. Let's take this a little deeper. Maybe because I'm a Virgo and I feel like I need to be in control, and his vocals probably make you a little loopy, and maybe I don't want to be loopy. I don't know.
Honestly, I think a lot of people are gonna be rocking with what you said, because I think a lot of people feel that way.
Yeah, it just is very like come hither type stuff, and I'm just like, no, I'm gonna stay right here, and and maybe that's why it doesn't stick with me. But
yeah,
I was more very talented.
Yeah, I was more of a fan like his earlier stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It was, I don't know why he was more depressed back then, but that was that was more of my favorite. It was more slow R&B, and now it's more on the.
And maybe that's why. Maybe it started off with, and because I don't really listen to like sad, like, you know, like they have the artists that you would identify as like more of the sadder like R&B, like the heartbreak, like the K Michelle's and the Keisha Cole's, and as talented as they are, that's not really I'm very Tamia, very Brandy, very, you know, that's so I'm over here with the happy love. Well, like, you know, they're really talking about what they actually went through, and because I've probably never been in that, it's good to me, but it doesn't stay with me. Only person I think who has heartbreak music that I kind of like, girl, I feel you. Maybe it's because the way she sings is Mary J. Blige.
Mm-hmm. This is the last part. It's a this or that round. I'm gonna give you two options or two choices, and you just tell me which one you're rocking with the most.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh right. No. I'm scared.
Okay. So first one, Boyz II Men or Dru Hill?
What?
Yeah.
One has to go, one has to stay. Like what?
Yeah. Which one do you like the most?
This is so rude. Dru Hill or Boyz II Men? This is crazy rude. Dru Hill or Boyz II Men?
If you had to pick.
You're not a nice person. If I have to pick,
I think I know where you're going.
If I have to pick, I'll pick Boyz II Men.
Oh, that's a shocker. I thought you was going Dru Hill for sure.
I know you probably did, because what I said about Cisco.
Yeah.
But Water Runs Dry is one of the greatest songs in the history of songwriting, production, arrangement. Can't do anything with Water Runs Dry. There's nothing anybody can do with that song.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that answer. Like I said, it's tough. I wanted to make it kind of tough.
That was so hard. That was so hard.
Okay, I have another one. Actually, I made this one I'll do two more. I'll do two more. Mariah Carey or Whitney Houston?
I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to bed. Like I had my bed here to set up for the R&B vibes. I think I'm just gonna go to bed, because now I feel like you're playing.
You're not thinking?
Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey. I think I'm going to pick. This is crazy. Nobody attack me, all right, y'all. Please don't fight me. I'm going to pick Mariah Carey.
Yes, finally.
Because right? Am I allowed to give a reason?
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously, vocally for me, there's a reason why Whitney is that, but Mariah has more music that I can like, I guess, vibe with and sing to. There's more vibe here. Whitney is basically all monumental ballads, right? It's all big climax, like it's all of that for the most part. Whereas Mariah, you can like I came to have a party. You know what I mean? Like there's more. So I'm gonna, and then break down. Yeah, so I'm gonna go with Mariah Carey.
Hey, you don't have to sell me on this. I love Mariah. She's one of my she's one of my favorites. So for
Rest in
sure.
peace, Whitney. I love her so much, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Mariah.
This is the last one, and I think it's gonna be hard for you, or maybe not. But
I'm
Justin
gonna go to bed. You
Timberlake.
want me to go to bed?
No. Just Justin Timberlake or Justin Bieber.
Oh my!
I picked this
Oh my God! I'm
specifically
gonna
for
snatch
you.
my lashes off and eat them. What? Justin Timberlake or Justin Bieber? I feel like you did this to me on purpose. I feel like you single-handedly did this to me on
That one,
purpose.
yeah, that one is was specifically for you because I be seeing you go hard for them when I post them in the comments. So I'm like, I just want to know which one you like better.
Oh my God. I can't answer that. Justin
No?
Timberlake or Justin I can't answer that. There's no, because I'm gonna tell you why I can't answer that. Because Justin represents another, because like there's that gap, right? There was Justin and then he kind of drifted off and we got Justin Bieber. So where I'm at right now, Justin Bieber is like, he was my number one. This is crazy. You know how Spotify does those countdowns for you? Like at the end of the year, like, oh, this was your artist of the whatever. Justin Bieber was my artist of the decade.
For real?
Crazy, right? Like they're judging me. I can feel it. I see him. But Justin Timberlake was my life prior to there being a Justin Bieber. So I can't answer that question. That is crazy. But I don't even, if they both had a tour the same night, I don't know where I would go.
That's crazy.
I would probably, okay. If we have to answer it like that, I'd probably go to Justin Timberlake's. If they had a concert the same night, I would probably go to Justin's Timberlake's. So.
Would you leave early and then go to Justin Bieber, try to make Justin Bieber? What would you?
If he started doing Man in the Woods, I would probably head out and go.
Yeah, I didn't listen to that album. Well, I skimmed through it.
If he started that, I would go on and go try to catch All That Matters. I would try to head on out. But that was very crazy of you to ask me that question. That was nuts.
I had to pick a good one for you. I like to switch it up.
Nuts. I did not see that coming at all. Good job. Well, that means you really know.
I be looking at the comments. Like I literally be looking and seeing what y'all writing them, and I'm like, okay, mental note. So, but yeah, yeah. So now I just want to give you the floor. If there's anything you want to promote or talk about, the floor is yours now.
Anything I don't want to. Okay, well, I have quite a few things coming out this year. I will pop up in a few places. I can't say what they are, but
congrats, because
when they come out, I'm so excited to share that. One is in the music space, so there's that, and I will continue to be writing, and yeah, just look up me for in the comments of your page, because that's where I'll be.
Congrats. And like I said, she's very humble, but she was in Brent Faiyaz, was his latest video?
It was Marshmallow and Brent Faiyaz. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and she's doing her thing. And like I said, I really appreciate you just taking the time to do this, because like I said, I just reached out and I didn't know if he's gonna say yeah.
Of course, it was a no-brainer. When you said it, I was so excited. I was like, yes, I'm so glad he's doing this, because we need stuff like this. Like people, as far as like, because you transition from modern R&B, your playlists sometimes go from like today's R&B to old school R&B, underrated. It's just that we don't really have that. Like we have the games where it's like, I can't think of the show. I'm not going to say it, but where they have the word and, they sing a song, but that's off the top of people's head. But you actually present older albums, older artists, newer artists. So the discussion being open dialogue is, I love it. So it was a no-brainer for me.
Well, thank you for being a part of this. And like I said, that's it. I just want to start the conversation. Loving R&B. We both love R&B.
Love.
And oh, you know what? I meant to do this. No. It's nothing, but I'm looking at it now. Like I meant to do this when we started, but I didn't think I was going to ask you what your favorite color was so I could change the light for you. But maybe what's your favorite color?
My favorite color is, I have two favorite colors, green and yellow.
Okay, well, shit, it's already green. We'll
It's okay. It's yes. Your logo is great. You had me
Yeah.
sold. You had me at the door.
Thank you. So now I have this inside joke on the page, and if you don't follow the page at Slowjams4life on Instagram, it's called Wizzy Wow. You probably know.
Yes,
It's an inside joke, and I'm not gonna explain how it started, but this is how I like to end these videos. So we're gonna sign off, and I'm gonna just say Wizzy Wow, and then I'm gonna need you to say it too if you want to. If you want to say it.
Okay, I'm gonna
You
say
get a
it.
Wizzy Wow. I gotta hear it before I go. Do
Okay.
your best Wizzy Wow send off, and then we just gonna end it like that.
Okay. So you're gonna say it first?
All right, Wizzy Wow.
Wizzy. Wow.
Love it. All
Gotta
right.
bring the drama.
Yeah. All right. Thanks. Take care.
Of course, you too. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.